Of all, the whole organization, the diversity of both lecturers and the participants, and being able to see that everyone is like so involved and everyone has their own experience, and it's just, you know, it was a real pleasure to just hear what everyone had to say.
Appreciate it. Really helped me to feel more confident in this kind of what I thought new field was for me, but it's not. As a psychologist, it's very, very related.
I think it was really good to have people from different backgrounds and from different cultures, and see how same we are, and then how different we are as a person, and also from our background.
Yeah, I think I really enjoyed how hands-on the course was in the simulation. And I think, yeah, there's no replacement for that. And I mean, the theory that we studied behind the scenes was really interesting as well. But yeah, hands-on experience was good and setting. But I had a conflict recently with one of my friends when we were organizing a holiday that we were going on, which escalated super quickly, and I was able to de-escalate it using some of the tools that I'd learned over the last few weeks, which was great.
I started with had almost zero knowledge about mediation, and after all these sessions, I think all of us have learned a great deal. And I mean, apart from the mediators that we have, I think we learn a lot also from our fellow members here.
The best learnings and takeaways is this, how there is this structure that we can use, and I think it has helped me already in many cases. Some of them are mediation and some of them are not.
Generally, I've really enjoyed these classes. I think one of my biggest takeaways from this course was that conflict can actually be resolved peacefully, even when it doesn't seem like there's a solution can be found. That mediation is a gradual process, and I have to actually be patient while dealing with conflict, even if it's personal conflict with people.
I joined this mediation with less than zero knowledge, so less than Alwyn, because Alwyn said he said almost zero. And I learned a lot from the diversity of skills, experience, knowledge from this group, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Before this course, I have taken another course in Hong Kong, which is and with this additional course, a lot of the concepts are clarified, and I saw a lot of simulations, and the instructors are from many different places. They have their own style, and they gave a lot of input into different ways of handling different situations. Overall, I feel the whole course is very informative.
But here I was able to not only learn more, but also to experience all of your different mentalities, approaches to mediation, and I'm talking here about you as my colleague, but also about the teachers we had. Really enjoyed being part of this course, and I'm grateful for everything that I've learned.
So attending this course was extremely a priority in my life. Even that it has given me a sense of purpose, and I've learned a lot about my own self while doing this course. How am I as a person, and a lot of self-reflection and contemplation has found.
I'm very grateful for this experience. Honestly, it went beyond what I initially expected. The material was diverse and rich. So thank you very much for this generosity and for the purpose that IMI is serving worldwide.
And generally, learning, I have learned a lot. I have learned from the experience everybody brought on people, all different walks of life. Aside from the wealth of experience we have, the diversity. This is a really diverse space, from the student body to the facilitators and all the diverse people that comes to this platform, bringing a new something unique to the country, to the discussion, which is very important.
In terms of just the culture or the feedback that we were getting, it was so great that we could cover, because we all realized that we all wanted the problem to be solved, but we came from such different places that we were approaching it so differently. And as a mediator, I think that skill set is something that I was really able to develop because of this, simply because of the diversity that we have on offer here today.
I didn't count the different time zones, but just the time zones, give you a good understanding of how truly international this course was. And seeing people do their roles and act differently, it was really eye-opening to me.
This session has been a truly inspiring one, considering the fact that each and everyone here comes from different locations. So empathy throughout our role plays, every role player, you could see a time when they're asking themselves, what does it mean to be in the other person's shoes? And that to me was something which I will forever cherish.
Having experience from a student's perspective, taking part in just competitions, I was more focused on that role, how a client or counsel would be in a mediation. But thereafter, I just, this course gave me that experience and knowledge of how actually a mediator's role would be. And it did take some time, for my mindset to change from that role, thinking from a different, perspective. But of course, the stimulations that we had throughout the course was the best form of us getting adopted to this, and for us learning this whole, new area. Even for some of us, it was new. For some of us, we just had bare knowledge on this whole new experience. So,
can only echo how impressed I am with the global participation of our group, the different perspectives, the cultural perspective that everybody brought, not only to the role playing, but to the discussions thereafter. That's been mentioned many times, and tributes to the organizers on pulling this together through technology. And when we think about it, it could only have been done through technology. What are the chances that all of us would have encountered each other in this kind of a forum in the real world?
It has helped me a lot personally. When there's a bad day, when I just joined the session, I think it just helps me a lot, like emotionally, to forget all the bad that has happened. So I think I'm gonna really miss this group in the future. And then I think I also need to thank the campus for being very flexible. I think I actually want to mention this when I wanted to join this course. In terms of payments, I wasn't very sure how it will be, but then I asked for installments and they were very flexible on that, and I really thank the campus for being that flexible.
Mediation course. This was introduced by my cousin, and I really liked it. And I really believe that I'm lucky enough to get it done. And you won't believe that I remember once that I was not feeling well. And I missed that class, and I really missed that class.
Also, the support given to all of us in the process of our learning, no matter where we were in the process of our learning, I think was extremely notable. All the modules were very connected. You knew that you were building on the knowledge of the previous session in a very, very constructive way. And the self-study, the support for self-study. I mean, I'm not that experienced with self-study, but the amount of material, the freedom to dive into what you wanted to dive into, the freedom to choose the content you wanted to get immersed into was, I think, very helpful to the core curriculum and to the simulations, which everyone has already mentioned was the heart of our learning. No matter when you were constantly learning. I think this was 20 weeks of constant learning.